Good morning. Hopefully y'all can see me really well. I'm using my new light. Let me see. Do I like that lighting better? That lighting? This lighting? I like this one. All right. That seems very true to me. All right, let's get started. I thought I would show you guys my morning get ready for school makeup. It is a rainy day. Which makes me a little sad because I just did a flexi rod set, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do to my hair. We'll see what I end up doing. I do have recess duty, but it's probably going to be indoors due to the weather. But this is all about my go-to makeup routine. It's pretty simple, really easy. I don't always prime. I kind of do, what I think I need. So because I'm going to try out a new foundation today, I am going to prime, and I'm going to use the One Heck of a Blot Primer from Soap and Glory, which I love. Shout out to Kendra, my sister in Christ. She got me this little mini tube of this as a gift, as a going away gift. I was like, girl, why are you giving us go away gifts for when you move? But then I thought about it some more. Like, I kind of get it, but yeah, we're actually gonna be doing a surprise for her soon. I don't think she'll see this, but I don't want to say it just in case she does. But I love this primer. This is one of my highly suggested mattifying primers that are affordable but works really well and isn't overly drying to the skin. If you notice, I just focus that kind of in my T-zone, in my brows, and over my eyelids. There's no eyeshadow with my go-to makeup look for school. All right, after that, I like to go on the foundation. Today we're going to try a new foundation that is black and woman-owned. It is Uniformed Beauty, the In Regulation Liquid Foundation. In Regulation Liquid Foundation. I have the darkest shade entitled Deepest Dark, so we're going to see what this color looks like and see if I need to mix it with something else. But here's what the bottle looks like. It's really cute. We'll see. Has a pump, it's glass. Let's pump it out. I know this is supposed to be more of a radiant, dewy foundation. Let me look in the mirror. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit dark on me. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps of this. Yeah, it's gonna be a little deep. We're gonna spread this out though, over my face. It has a very makeup-y smell. I don't know, I like the way it feels like on my finger. All right, so I just kind of spread that out over my face. As you can tell, it is a little bit deep, but that's okay. That's all right. So I did 2 pumps of that, and I'm gonna add, feels a little interesting. I'm going to add a pump of one of my go-to favorites that I talked about yesterday, my favorite complexion products, the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. So let's add 1 pump of this on each side to it. As you see, there's a huge color difference. In the Uniform Beauty, I have the shade Deepest Dark. In the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25, I have the shade Warm Neutral 125 Mahogany in this one. All right, so now that I've got both the foundations on my face, I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna mix the 2 together. And wow, mixing them gives the literal perfect shade. That looks really pretty mixed together. Literally, I'm just mixing it like this. Do y'all see that? Mixed together. It's a great shade. It's blending super easy onto the skin as well. I can definitely tell that this foundation is more of a dewy or radiant finish, which I've been experimenting with. Sorry if you can hear my brush crackling. The wrapping on the handle is like coming off, but I love this brush from It Cosmetics. All right, and it gave great coverage, the 2 of these mixed together. I'm making sure to blend under my eyes as well, because I don't feel like I need concealer, but I love these two shades mixed together. As you can see, it gave me the perfect shade. Really, really pretty. This is really glowy, healthy skin looking. So I like those two mixed together. I might order the next shade up in this foundation just to support my friend and see what it's like on its own. But I like it mixed with this foundation right now. Okay. So now that I have the foundation nice and blended, as you see, I'm blending into my hairline. I make sure to blend it really well around my nose, around the mouth, over my ears, under the jaw here, so there's no lines of demarcation. Very important. Now we can start setting the face. So I'm going to set my under eyes using a brush. I alternate between sponges and brushes. And let's use a black owned powder. I'm going to use the Beauty Bakery flower powder in the shade Plantain. I really like this powder. It is very mattifying and I love this shade. So I'm going to put some in the cap. Oh, I dumped some of it out. You can see the color. Yes, there you go. It's nice and like a deep golden yellow. So I'm going to pack it onto my brush. I'm going to, this is like the tricky part. I do one side at a time so that I can make sure there's no creases under my eyes. So I take the foundation brush. I'll go and I'll tap under the eye to make sure there's no creases, and then immediately set after that with the brush. I really buff it into those fine lines under my eye. You can see how beautiful and matte this powder is. Really smoothing. And I'll just keep building it up till I get the desired look that I want. It also does brighten just a teensy bit, which I enjoy. All right, time for the other side. So I load up the brush with powder first, so it's ready to go right after I tap out the under eyes with the foundation brush. So I have it like locked and loaded. Make sure it's nice and smooth, and then immediately go in with the powder. And sometimes it gets over the bridge of my nose a little bit. And then you notice I kind of go under my eye as well, just to get this whole area brightened. I need a little bit more powder. I try not to take out too much, so I don't have any left over because it just flies everywhere, you know? So if I need to add a little bit, it's better to start with a little too little than have too much. It's easier to add than to take away. So I'm gonna go back under this whole area with some more powder, just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm also making sure I get on my actual cheekbone because I want that to be brighter, to bring out, lift the face. I'm not only just going under the under eye, but I'll go there. And then if I have some extra, I will start to set my forehead, like the lower part of my forehead, and I go over my brow area. Like so, and I connect it around. Since I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow, and my brows tend to get oily, and whatever's left over, I kind of go over my nose. I don't want to put too much powder like this over my nose because I don't want it to be like highlighted, because this powder does brighten just a little bit, as you can kind of tell. But I love the finish. You can see it made me super smooth, super matte. It's not heavy, not cakey. All right, so after I do that, sometimes I put a line down the middle of my nose, sometimes I don't. I'm not going to today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just depends how I'm feeling. If I do, I use a small brush like this. This is a eyeshadow brush, like a blending brush, and I'll take the powder and just go down my nose like this, which there's a little bit of powder still in it. So I'll just take a line, and that's how I highlight my nose. All right, so after that, I set my face, and as I was saying, the two powders I've been loving for my face are the, what is this called again? Oh, the lip bar. The lip bar powder in Bronze Beauty and LYS, Love Yourself. Love Yourself Beauty, Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder, and Loyalty Dark Deep. So since the foundation is a little on the deep side, I'm going to stick with just the lip bar powder. So I'm going to take a flat powder brush. It is kind of soft and fluffy, but also still firm. And I use a lot. I really build it up on my brush. So I really load it up and I press it into the skin. And I'm going to go in all the areas that I haven't set the foundation and overlap a little bit with the edge of my under eye area for a seamless blend. And so I'm going to set one half of my face so you can see the difference it makes. And pressing it in helps to add a little bit of additional coverage. And it really just works the makeup into the skin. So this is the side that is completely set. You can see what that looks like. It is super duper smooth. It doesn't look heavy, still looks like skin-like. And then this is the side that's not set yet. You can tell it's still dewier and my imperfections are peeking through just a little bit. I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation and dark spots. You can see it's still peeking through a little bit, but with this powder, it will give me a nice, even, flawless finish. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other side now. And like I said, I've gotten really fast at this. Cause like, this is the main part of the makeup look. It's all about complexion. And that's my favorite like makeup products are complexion products. I also love eyeshadows, but I'm definitely a complexion girl first. And also you can see taking it up the sides of my nose, going around the bottom and up the other side. And I'm gonna go over top just a little bit. This powder, it sets and like mattifies, but it still has like a skin-like finish in my opinion, which is one reason I've been loving it, and the shade is perfection. Now I'm gonna go over my under eyes a little bit. Just make sure everything's blended. It's the main reason. Again, don't forget to really press it in the skin. That's a major key too on how I get my makeup to look so smooth. All right, so that is foundation and powder done. So now at this point, I will either go in with how I'm feeling that day, bronzer, maybe bronzer and highlighter, maybe just highlight, maybe just a glowy blush, maybe highlighter and blush, and if I'm feeling fancy, highlighter, bronzer, and blush. Today, it's all rainy and stuff outside. It's kind of gloomy. I don't really feel like I want blush because I'm trying this new foundation, so I don't really want to put too much on my cheeks, so we'll just do highlight. We'll just do some highlighter. And I like to use this like bigger fluffy brush, but you see it's too big for my eye. So I like to use this for highlight. This is a BH Cosmetics brush from the It's My Ray Ray collection number 5. So let me see what highlighter do I want. Let's do a black owned highlighter. So we'll use the Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter palette. I really do like this coffee and cocoa palette, which I have coffee right here that I'm drinking. All right, and I'm going to take the shade You're Grounded. Really beautiful highlight. This one is more subtle but beautiful. We're gonna take You're Grounded on this brush, and this is some powerful highlighter, okay? I'm like tapping it off. And I have a pimple right here in the area where I would highlight. Say hello to my little friend. I'm just gonna take this, ooh, okay, that's a lot. Right on the top of my cheekbone. And I kind of like the old school way of highlighting where from the front you can kind of see it, but you do you, what you like, your preference. I'm only gonna wear highlighter on my base, so I don't mind if it's a little intense, and I'll be wearing a mask, so it'll disappear anyway. But for the sake of the video, we can go ahead and put some on for now. So pretty, and this is the smooth side of my face. Ah, that is so pretty. Hopefully y'all can see the glow. And then I'm also put it in my brow bone. And then I kind of take it over my lid. Like if sometimes, you know, whatever's left over, take it over the lid to give a little bit of shine and radiance there, because I do no eyeshadow for school. And then I take my finger and I take a little bit down the bridge of my nose. Oop, oop. And this is powerful. I mean, do you see how intense that is? Bruh. Okay. And I just, you know, blend it out. Blend it out. Let me get my mirror. Blend it out. Blender, blender, blender. Okay. All right. Every little thing's gonna be all right. Don't worry. All right, and then I just gotta take the brush I use for the powder, the overall face powder, and I kind of go over where I highlighted and like my nose so that it's blended in. Okay, cool. So the skin is done. Like I said, sometimes I do bronzer, blush, sometimes I just do highlighter. Like, do what you like. Today I'm just feeling highlight, and I think it looks really pretty, and the skin still looks very natural in person. Like, it looks like my skin. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. So yeah. Next, brows. My brow routine has not changed much. I love brow pins though, so I'm gonna use my new favorite at the moment, which is the Milani. Where is she? I've decided I like the Milani more than I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pin. So this is the Milani Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint. I have the shade Espresso. Espresso! Also, you see we're only at 17 minutes, and this is with me talking. So when I tell you I have this whole routine like down packed, and I can just switch out the products, and it's really easy for me. Like, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what's gonna work. All right, so I like to use an older mascara, I don't really like on my lashes, or just a mini that I'm just not using on my eyelashes, and I'll use it as a brow gel. That's step one. So I'm gonna take this Tarte mascara Lights Camera Lashes, which I actually do like this mascara for my lashes, but I don't know, this little mini I've just been using for my brows. And I'm going to brush through my brows lightly. This just helps me to see them better so that I can get a better shape. I mean, you see the difference that makes? If you have really good brows naturally, like a lot of hairs, you can probably just get away with just doing this. You don't need to fill them in or anything. But as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord, and we shall do something to these brows because they're not that full. Okay, they're a little thin, and that's natural. Both my parents have thin brows naturally, and I am their child. I definitely inherited the thin brows. Look at my skin up close. I'm liking these foundations mixed together. It's really pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna order another shade so I can really give it a fair shot. Probably gonna have to mix two shades. It's kind of hard to tell on her website for Uniform Beauty, but it's all good. Foundation's only like $13.99, so I don't feel too bad for having to order like two. All right, and my brows are not symmetrical. So after that, after I brush through them so I can see the hairs better and the shape better, excuse me, I can now use my brow pen. Again, this is the Milani Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint, shade Espresso 140. Love this. I like it more than the ABH pen. I thought I liked the ABH pen more, but nah. This thing, is she dying? She might be. All I hear is rain, and like every car that drives by, I live on the first floor, is like sloshing through the rain. And I'm like, oh. All right, so I like to do a line on the bottom first, make them somewhat even and symmetrical. Okay, we're Gucci. And then I go in and I start to do hair like flickers. Now this thing, she's kind of dying on me right now. Come on, girl, stay alive. I like this one because I feel like the hair flickers come out way more fine than the ABH. I don't know, I just like this one more. And it's cheaper. Can y'all see my nose sweating? I be sweating when I do my makeup on my nose. I really like this shade mixed together. I think it looks really pretty. I'll have to like scoot back and show y'all, hold up the camera situation, which is new. I have like a little mini ring light, and I can say this is much easier for me to film. I probably will film more often because this setup is way easier and simpler. Shout out to my best friend. All right, so I go back to the front. I like the way that looks. I like to have little hair strokes at the front. Want to make them even to about the edge of my nose or the corner of my eyes, like how far I like to go in. Sometimes I like my brows a little bit closer, just depends on the look I'm going for, but I think where they're at now is good. So now we're going to take the pen and outline the top, but I'm being very careful to stay within where I have hair so it's not as obvious. But you'll see how I blend everything together. I'm just following the natural shape that's already there. Okay. So this is one like 80% done. Now the other side, I'll just do my hair and everything. Y'all can get ready with me. The brows are, I feel like, what takes me the longest, just because I don't like to clean up and do all that with concealer. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm literally like one and done. Like I need to get it right the first time, you know? And so because of that, I do need to be a little bit more careful. I have to take my time with them. So that doesn't require any cleanups. And add a little bit more to the bottom. Yes. Ooh, okay, brows. Okay, okay. So now they are like 80% done. Since this is kind of seems like it's running out, it's dying. It lasts me a long time. I've had that for months, okay? Months. Hold on, let me be a teacher, enunciate my consonants. I'm gonna take just a little bit of brow pencil. One of my favorite ones is the Ardell Brow Leopardy Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade, I'm pretty sure, soft black. And if I feel like it needs to be filled in or it's a little sparse, I'll just take this pencil and fill in like the inside of my brow a little bit. And reinforce any areas. That need it. I kind of go over the lines I've done already and then fill in a little bit just to make them even sharper. As you can see how that helped out just a little bit more, making them look super clean, really, really sharp. If I want to extend the tail a little bit, this is a good pencil to use for that as well. All right, so my brows are done. Those are the brows. And I mean, as you can see, the face is really coming together. Now, once you have your base and your brows done, it's like, baby, you're basically done with this look. Because next, all I'm going to do is mascara and add a lip. Let me check the time real quick. I don't have a clock in here. Oh yeah, I'm tracking. Definitely tracking. So I'm going to use the Uniform Beauty Mascara. I actually do like this mascara a lot, but you just really have to build it. So here's the packaging. Again, this is a Black woman-owned company by a woman that served in the U.S. Armed Forces. I'm not sure if she's still in the military. If I'm not mistaken, she was either Air Force or Navy. We went to high school together. She has her own makeup company, Uniform Beauty. So here's the packaging of the mascara. It's called Lash Attack Mascara. And here's the packaging for the foundation. Oops, it's upside down. No, it's upside up. Uniform Beauty in Regulation Foundation, which is one of the foundations I have. And I had to mix it because I have the wrong shade with something a little bit lighter. I love the way the foundation is looking on my skin. As you can see, it looks very skin-like, very natural. So now we're gonna do lashes. Like I said, I just have to build this one up a lot. Here's what the actual component looks like. Oh, she's got some dog hair on her. This is what it looks like. It's a bigger packaging, but I mean, it's easy to hold. That's the positive thing about it. And here's what the wand looks like. It's a bigger wand. Look at that. Look at them bristles, baby girl. And I really do like this mascara. So let's get started. Like I said, I have to really layer it up. Actually, let's try it with a lash primer to see if that makes it go faster. So one of my favorite lash primers is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. Very affordable, lasts a long time. Even as it dries out, it's still effective. So we're gonna do this first. I'm not a lash girl, as in false lash girl. So I rarely ever wear those. And my real lashes are fairly decent, so I like to just work with what I've got. But if you like your false lashes, that would actually elevate this look even more if you put on falsies and then did like a bold lip. Beautiful. With the skin-like finish of the foundations, I think that'd be really pretty, but that's just not my ministry, false lashes. My sister wears them like almost every day though. She's a nurse. But she also has like perfect skin. Her skin looks like what my skin looks like now with foundation on. Without foundation. That's how clear my sister's skin is. So like when she just does lip gloss, a brow, and lashes, like it looks so good because her skin is so even. Like she doesn't really need foundation like that, you know? I did not get those jeans. I got the acne prone skin jeans. The scars very easily jeans, but you know, it's all good. She also has normal to like dry skin. It's not super dry, but like normal to dry, whereas I have oily skin. Yeah, basically a recipe for makeup disaster. But it's all good. I've learned how to like, obviously I've learned how to deal with it. All right, so you can see that primer and how it's making my lashes like, ooh, baby girl. I'm gonna do the lower lashes as well. When I tell you I have this look down packed, this is literally like my go-to, what I do every day. So I'm so quick at it with the quickness, okay? I gotta teach the kids, okay? Gotta educate the kids, educate, okay? Time to teach La Musica, which I love this week. I'm in Orange Week. My Orange Week schedule is chef's kiss. I love the schedule this week of my classes. Each week it changes. I know you're probably like, Orange Week, what is she talking about? We have a 5 week rotation right now. And honestly, at first, it's just, I actually really like it, but it's just hard when we're trying to prepare for a performance, which we haven't really done any because, you know, we can't be in large groups. I can't combine classes. So basically each class would have to have their own thing. But what I've kind of been doing to like still let the parents in and like see their kids is like record them in class on the platforms that we use to communicate with our parents so that the parents can see their kids like doing stuff in music class, you know. It's not like a formal performance on the stage, but it's just as cute to see your kid in my class doing their thing with their friends as, you know, if they're on the stage, you know. You just can't invite everybody, but you can show the video to whoever you want to, you know, on your device. All right. I am loving the way my skin looks. Like it looks really pretty. Like this, the foundation, the Uniform Beauty is more dewy, more radiant, more glowy. And the serum foundation is like a natural, soft matte. It's a serum foundation though. So my skin looks really healthy right now. Really pretty. Really like the way this is looking. All right, so I have the lash primer on. I like to let it dry a little bit so that it, you know, really grips the lashes. It looks really scary, doesn't it? Just like this. Love the way my brows turned out today too. Glad I have like a solid brow routine. All right, time to go in with the Uniform Beauty Mascara. I've never tried it with a primer. I've only tried it alone. So let's see how quickly it builds up this time over top the primer. Again, here's the wand. I find that this mascara is very, in my opinion, lengthening more so than anything else. I wouldn't say it's voluminizing because of how the bristles are. They really kind of, I don't know, is it voluminizing? They really separate your lashes. Like, your lashes are not going to get clumpy with this wand. Like, it really grabs and separates. So I don't know, it makes me, I feel like it makes me look like I have more lashes than what I really do have. So is that volume? I guess so. I don't know, I just like it because it doesn't really clump. Yeah, it built up way faster over top of a base. So I will probably continue to use it with a base. Like, that built up really quickly. All right, so that is one coat of this. I'll probably do two. Don't stick together. Sometimes the tips of my lashes start to like stick together. And I like to do the upper lashes first, which I think you're supposed to do the bottom lashes first according to like the experts, but I'll be doing my own thing over here. I went to bed pretty early. I fell asleep at like 9:15, I think, which is early for me as of late. I don't know. I've been staying up until like 10:30, 10, 11. But I don't know about you guys, but I always feel much better during the time change, the spring forward time change. Like, at first it's like, I lost an hour of sleep, but I don't really feel it. I always feel better because I am a morning person. So technically it's like I'm waking up an hour earlier right now, but I just instantly feel better. Sometimes it is hard for me to get out of bed, but I am truly a morning person. Like, when I'm up, then I'm up, you know, in the words of some rapper out there. The tea, the shade. But yeah. So yeah, I really feel good. All right, I am like running slightly behind now, but it's okay. All right, I'm gonna go over lashes just a little bit more. I don't really feel like I need a full second coat. As you can see, this mascara did really well, especially with a base underneath. Like, can y'all see as I do my lower lashes? Okay. I'm not gonna put too much down here. All right, that's one eye. Done. Look at the difference. Like, this mascara, I really enjoy it. I just find that it takes a little while to build because of how it separates the lashes. Like, the wand, it doesn't really clump. And it like combs it, yeah, it combs through your lashes as it applies mascara, which means less goes onto your lashes, which is why it takes a little bit longer to build up. But I still really, really like it. Now, the question is, would I repurchase it? Just simply because of the fact that I have so many mascaras and I have to wait for it to get here? I'm not sure, but I definitely enjoy it and recommend it. If you're wanting to support a veteran, if you're wanting to support a Black woman, a small business, you know, during these times, I would suggest this mascara. If you have naturally decent lashes. I don't know how it would do for people that don't have kind of decent lashes, because on me, as somebody who has decent lashes, it really helps to emphasize what I already naturally have. As you can see, beautiful. Love that lash application. I got a little bit on my finger. That's fine. Ooh, I'm hot now. It's hot in here. All right, and this is basically the end of the look. Usually on my lips, I just wear a gloss because I'm wearing a mask, or like a chapstick or lip oil. Basically, I keep it real simple. So for today, I'll wear Pat McGrath. Let's go fancy on the lips. We'll wear Pat McGrath Flesh 6 Lust Gloss, lip gloss. Flesh 6, this shade. The Glam Twins put me onto this shade. And I already had on lip oil, the LYS lip oil. So I like to just put it on my bottom lip during these times and then just rub it onto the top lip. I don't need full opacity because I'm gonna have a mask on. But yeah, that feels really nice mixed with the LYS lip oil, which let me show you. I love this. It's great. It's like an oil slash mask, and that is my simple teacher makeup look. As you can see, it looks really natural. It just kind of brings out my natural features, evens out the skin, gives you flawless glowy skin, a nice clean brow, mascara, and a lip gloss. And this is like my go-to teacher look that I can do in 20 minutes, you know, with no eyeshadow. All right, let's address the hair because I look crazy. It is raining. I did a rod set. I tried some new products too to do a rod set I've never used before. So let's just even see what my hair looks like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just kind of banded it. And I'm just gonna fluff it out. Yeah, this is a flexi rod set. This side looks beautiful. Look at that. That looks great, okay? Oh, I did dye my hair green for the people who haven't seen it. Or I got my hair dye green. And the color they used is this one right here. If you're curious. The Matrix So Color Clover Green. And it's funny because I teach in Clover. And I live in Clover, South Carolina. Okay. So it actually doesn't look bad. This is day 2. And literally I just, you know, I'm fluffing it, separating it, kind of raking my fingers through the roots to get rid of parts. We shall wear the hair just like this. Ain't gonna add no product, no nothing. Do I really need a pick? I don't even think I need a pick, Lord. No, I don't need a pick. I don't want to pick it too much because I'm gonna have to wear a hat because, or like a hood because it's raining. But this is my day 2 flexi rod set that I just banded into 4 ponytails, north, east, south, and west, and this is the hair. The day 2 hair. I like big hair. I don't mind a little bit of frizz. I just like definition like on the ends of my hair, which is exactly what I have. So this is the completed look. To get ready with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know, learned some new techniques, maybe saw a couple new products, heard about a new brand you might want to try out. And yeah, this is it for your girl. I feel cute, okay? So now I need to get dressed and get in this car and get to school. Let me hold up the camera so you can see. All right, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a terrific Tuesday, and I'll see you when I see you again. Bye. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, and remember that you are made in God's image. Bye.